Welcome back for Game 2 of Shooting Stars vs Cabralol of the Defense of the Australians. I am Dota Yoshi, sitting alongside of Xarath. Xarath, how are you doing this evening?
Sitting alongside, like, on the opposite of the country. But I'm doing very well. Quite excited to get into game number 2. We saw lots of action in game number 1. Shooting Star really put on that aggression. They've actually banned out the Elder Titan this time round. They had it last game, they don't want to see it this game. Cabralol once again banning out that Io, and Visage again also out of the pool.
And they have first pick, so it's nice to get rid of that Elder Titan Visage. They're probably hoping Cabralol do not take out that last steal. It's more than likely that they will. But if they don't, I believe Shooting Star will go straight back for their last steal. It worked fantastic from the first time, but never mind, it is going to be taken out.
That does leave the Night Siren for Shooting Star this time. Night Siren, unfortunately, didn't work out too well last game. Whenever the Song of the Siren was popped, it just, the last steal with the raid, I was able to right click her down, finish her off before anything else was able to come of it. We'll see if things happen a little bit differently this time around. A Barai does get through and Cabralol do pick it up. We'll see what else they pick up as their second pick here in his first phase. But Barai is a very strong hero.
Look to see Shooting Star going for a lot of AoE. I mean, you've got your Naga Siren, so you've got a sleep. You've got initiation. You can then even follow that with a Jakira. You've got a Darkseid. You've got cooldown coming from your Gyrocopter. You have a Conquer. You have so much abilities and so many utility heroes that they can throw in here to work well for the Naga Siren. And that's what makes her such a tier 1 hero. 1, she's got Ensnare. 2, her Song of the Siren, and that can set up everyone else. 3, Riptide. That armor reduction is absolutely ridiculous. And Mirror Image. It allows her to get some farm, push lanes, and yet still stick with the team at the same time. So, very, very strong support Naga Siren offers to the team.
Yeah, quite powerful. Cabralol taking quite a little bit of time here to pick the second. They're going to pick a Weaver, very strong hero. Nice choice. We'll see exactly how they decide to how they decide to lane this. It could be in the off lane or it could be in the tri lane. Weaver is relatively, I guess, versatile in that sense. You also saw a Weaver in mid today up against a Razor, which didn't do too badly. Darkseid though does get picked up by Shooting Star. Looks like they are going to go for that AoE. They do ban out the OD, they don't want to see it.
And you'd kind of hope Cabralol that they do take out this Jakiro. They do have first pick, however, so if they do want to run Jakiro into their lineup, they might pick it up. They do take out that Gyrocopter. They're trying to limit as much potential in these team fights for Shooting Star as possible, but there's too many AoE heroes that you can take out. Gyrocopter and Jakiro, they're your two best ones, but it still leaves a complete pool of heroes that has fantastic AoE and ability to synergize well with these heroes.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many heroes that can AoE. We saw, actually, no, we didn't. But there's still, I was gonna say Enigma, but we actually haven't seen Enigma today.
Unfortunately.
No, but it would be, well, it's a possible choice, and you can put Enigma in just the jungle. He can get a level 6 very early. I believe you can get it within the 4.5 minute mark, and then you can start. Oh, once you get your Blink Dagger up very quickly, which you can do, you can start really causing havoc around the map, particularly when you have a Naga Siren and a Darkseid on your side. I like Cabralol's decision to ban out the Gyrocopter. I mean, with the current lineup that Shooting Star has, a Gyrocopter in there who deals so much right-click damage with his flat cannon, but also with his cooldown as well. It's just an excellent banner in my opinion. A very strong hero. Shooting Star, they banned out that Nyx Assassin. They had him last game, so this game they don't want to see him. This does look to me like they don't want really a ganking sort of lineup for them themselves, but also for the enemy. They want to just wait out the team fights and try to take the advantage there.
And it definitely shows that they want to go for these supports that have AoE and combinations, such as the Lino, the Shrek, and that Jakiro, and only one of them could be better. Unfortunately, they see the puck. This could give away that they might be wanting to pick up a Queen of Pain a little bit later on, or Shooting Star, they might look to pick up a Queen of Pain of their own. They're still looking for that mid-hero role, but I wouldn't be too surprised if they want to pick up the Jakiro or another hero like that in this lineup at the moment. They might have been looking forward to that Rubik. Rubik has a fantastic fade, but it's got the telekinesis, and when that comes back down, it does a great AoE stun. And I mean, it is a fairly small range, but if once that hits, it hurts. But they will be picking up that twin-headed dragon.
And there the Yoshi is happy. I quite like that puck ban though. I mean, a puck on a lineup like this from Shooting Star, so much AoE potential, and when you put a puck in the mix who can put down his Dream Coil, it's just, a team can get easily decimated. So I quite like that. Troll Waller does get picked up by Cabralol, so he's going to, well actually, you know, they could put this Troll Waller in mid, or they can put him in that tri-lane with two supports, Batrider mid and Weaver off lane, if they so desire. So this does give them a little bit of, well, this entire lineup from Cabralol really does give them a lot of versatility in the laning.
Seconds remaining.
Oh, there we go. Not to mention, if you get a Desolator up and running on that Weaver, with that Troll Lord's Battle Trance, it's gonna boost the output from that Weaver so much. Those auto attacks come flying out. With the Desolator, will rip through any hero, or will rip any hero to shreds. No matter who you are, no matter how tanky you are, you have an Alchemist, Weaver, Desolator, Battle Trance will shred you to pieces. But it will be interesting. Who do you think Shooting Star will want to pick up for their carry? Because at the moment, the Gyrocopter's not there. There's still a few AoE heroes left in the pool. Earlier in the tournament, we have seen a Sven being picked up with heroes like this. However, they will be picking up that Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, I mean, Shadow Fiend is very interesting. It does give them, well, a lot more of that AoE, which we were talking about with his Requiem of Souls. However, we haven't seen too much success from a Shadow Fiend in this tournament. We saw him get absolutely destroyed by an IO yesterday, and in this game today against the Batrider, he might struggle there as well if Batrider can get those. Well, I'm assuming it's a Batrider mid for now. But yeah, if he gets those napalm stacks up quite quickly, a good Firefly in, and that Shadow Fiend, you know, he's relatively fragile in the early stages of the game. Really does need to pick up something like a BKB so he can sustain damage while he's able to dish it out and get his ulti off.
And now Cabralol, they'll be looking to pick up their fifth and final hero, and it will be a Luna. Luna offers a lot of split pushing potential. She's strong throughout the entire game. You have that Lucent Beam, you have Eclipse. The amount of damage you can easily pop off within a few seconds, and actually she's receiving quite a big buff in the next patch. Her Eclipse, it no longer only hits a maximum of 4 times onto a single target. So if you're lucky, in the next patch you can get 10 beams off onto a single target, and that helps quite a lot, especially when they're roaming around the jungle and people are trying to go against you. But currently in this patch, it still will only hit a maximum of 4 heroes, but it's still strong. It's ridiculous. She'll be able to put a lot of damage, split push, and she's got the ability to flash farm. As good flash farm as Shadow Fiend, but Luna's farm, if she gets the same amount of farm as Shadow Fiend, it's just a lot more beneficial.
Yeah, I also think the bounce cap is only if you have Aghanims, which currently isn't really picked up on Luna. They don't really see it too often. But this lineup from Cabralol is extremely greedy as well. I mean, I'm trying to figure out who exactly is going to be in their 4 position. I mean, I expect Rubik to be the 5, pretty standard support, but the rest of this lineup, I mean, they don't have a support that's standard. It looks very greedy. They're all heroes that sort of need the farm, except for the Rubik.
I mean, it looks like Weaver will be rounding that off lane. You have your Rubik Luna bottom, Trollord mid, and Batrider will be in that jungle. And I mean, on the side of the Radiant, the jungle is just a lot easier as a Batrider. You can easily stack, and you can just sneak up on top of that hill near that main camp, and you won't take any damage from Centaurs, Ursas, or other melee-based creeps. And we will see a Congo pick it up for Shooting Star, so Wombo Combo is being prepared.
Yeah, this is a complete mass Wombo combo lineup. If we see this happening, it's going to be amazing. And if they've got that Naga Siren who can allow them to just set it all up, it should be quite interesting to watch.
And on the side, for Cabralol, we do have the heroes of Elmsey. He will be played onto that Troll Ward. You've got the 2 supports, Skitzer, and... okay, you got 1 support, Skitzer, on that Rubik. Batrider will be played by Fish, Desiree will be on the Weaver, and finally, Fury to God will be on that Luna.
And on the opposite side on the side of Shooting Star, we do have the Captain Love Hurts playing the Shadow Fiend mid. We do have Dota King on that Conker. Fatty is being played by, Fatty is playing that Jakiro. Infinity is on the Naga side, and last but not least, we do have Victory on the Darkseer.
These lineups, it looks like we're going to be seeing an aggressive lane coming out from Shooting Star. They're going to have a Conker, Jakiro, and Nagasarian combination. This is going to be interesting. Ensnare into a torrent, and they can do a lot of damage. We see the axes coming out. Ice Path is going to hit on 2 heroes, and that will allow them successfully to disengage. So a nice Ice Path coming out by Fatty. And CBL, they're trying to find the ward. They will throw down their own ward here. They're not going to counter ward. So luckily for Shooting Star, they're going to see those 2 heroes rotate. They may even look like to rotate into the jungle to find a wraparound kill on these 2 heroes. Or not, they're just going to walk back to their lanes. Never mind me.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit interesting because they've only got 2 here in bottom. We've currently got Batrider. It looks like he'll probably be in the jungle just to get his farm up as quickly as possible. This is Jakiro. He's doing quite a bit of scanning. Looks like he's going to block the camps. That's very smart.
And they're going to use the illusions as well to block down the rest of the
they want to
camps.
shut down this Batrider as much as possible. This is some great play.
It's very
coming
nice.
out from Shooting Star.
They're going to shut down this Batrider quite hard. I would have liked him if Nagasai may have pulled one of those illusions to that easy camp, and then Fish would have had nowhere to go, and he would have been out of place. He may have had to rotate down into his bottom lane to try and soak up a little bit of XP, because at the same time, every single creep spawn is blocked. Batrider's going to walk past. He's just wondering what happened to all his creeps. He's just going to see that illusion, and he's just going to be cursing life.
Yeah, he's certainly not going to be too happy about that. How many? It's not going to block the other one, is it? Actually, it will. It's going to block 2 spawns here. Oh, this is very unfortunate for the Batrider player being played by Fish there.
Especially on that heal camp. It's very hard to pull that heal camp purely because that one priest, he's going to heal the other creeps. He doesn't really care about anything else. So he just sits behind there, heals up, and then you can't stack him down. Bottom lane, they go to the net. They do have a torrent as of yet. They still have Tidebringer. They're doing a lot of damage. They're chasing down Elmsy. Elmsy is going to survive. He's going to be forced to pop that consumable to keep him back into this lane. But that just shows you the kill potential Shooting Star have. And that's without a torrent. If they had a torrent there, that could have been the first blood.
Yeah, I mean, this is very dangerous for Cabralol. They've only got 2 here, so they have to be very careful. They can't really move past the tower. They can't even stack at this point. Like, even if there were creeps in this lane, that Ruby can't move out because the Nagasai and Jakiro are just going to be waiting there. And if Kunka moves in as well, now that he has torrent, it's way too deadly. They're going to, this troll is going to be starved for any sort of farm.
And Nagasai controlling that rune quite well. Down on that bottom river, he's going to be rotating back in. They may try and look for another kill. Nagasai does not have level 2, so he doesn't have that Riptide, but she can get in there. They can find a kill in Skitzer if he's careful. They're going to lift him up, but Infinity's here. He throws out that net. The axes are doing a lot of damage on top of that Conker, but they're turning around. Jewel Breath does a lot. Who will get the first spot? They're both walking back to the foot, and the Rubik, he will fall to the final auto attack coming out from that Jakiro.
Yeah, a little. It was sort of walking back and forth. I don't think he would have been able to get out one way or another, but that Kunka almost fell himself. But Shooting Star, this aggressive try and so far working out very, very wonderful for them. Their Kunka sitting for 10-4, and they've already got a kill there, the first blood. This Batrider is being denied so much already, and in the top lane as well. This Sweeper isn't doing too good against the Darkseer.
And we have the supports there.
All the lanes.
Yeah, they're going to be rotating in. They're going to be looking for this Batrider. They're just going to sit up on this hill. They're going to watch his rotation. They do not have vision. They could sit here and wait for him to lose a little bit of health. But instead, they're going to throw out the net. They're going to throw out the Ice Puff. Jewel Breath comes through. Fish is in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have fire. He can't fly anyway. Final auto attacks. And the second kill of the game goes to that Naga Siren.
So much aggression from Shooting Star here. We saw them put on a lot of aggression last game. It took them quite a while to get any kills going though, just because of the Spectre able to get out. But this time around, the heroes just don't have enough escapes, and they were able to capitalize, especially with that net Ice Path. It just does wonders to lock heroes down.
And they're looking at going on top of the Troll. Troll gets hit. The lift is up onto the Conker. Conker gets thrown back. And now the axe is doing a lot of damage. I feel as if they could have thrown the Conker towards the tower. They would have got a little bit more damage. However, playing it safe, throw him back to get the stun off on those supports. But this Batrider, this poor guy. I mean, they went for a greedy build and it's definitely not paying off. He's decided he's given up on life. He's going to rotate into the enemy jungle and see what he can get out of there.
Yeah, we'll see how well that works out for him. I mean, he's only sitting on level 1 at the moment. Even in his mid lane, this Luna sitting on 13 last hits and 5 denies, compared to the Shadow Fiend is sitting on 20 last hits, 11 denies. And once again, we might see a little bit of engagement in bottom. Nope.
Just a little fade bolt come out, and Jakira's like, just play it safe, Conker, just play it safe. But he wants to get back in there. And TP Sword's coming from the fellow supports. They're going to pop him a consumable, so good guy Jakiro helping that Dota King to keep into this lane without losing too much out of it. He's going to be able to sit on this tower, pick up a few creep kills, and then look to see a little bit more aggression. However, they oh my voice, they know the Batrider's rotated into the jungle, and Shadowfin, he's already spotted him, he's rotating and he's going to chase him down. Unfortunately, they both have slow movement speeds, but Fish has those boots up and running, so he's been chasing him around. You have that Nagastar, he's not going to be able to get that net in range, he doesn't have boots on him, and Fish, he's got nowhere safe to farm. He can't go into a lane, he doesn't have his own jungle, he doesn't have the enemy's jungle. Where and what can he do?
Honestly, I have no idea. He's been shut down so much. I mean, those wards have expired now, so he can just go back into his own jungle. He's 5.5 minutes in, still at level 1. He has 3 last hits. It's certainly not his game this time around. And the fact is, they just went so greedy. Shooting Star read him like a book, and they just completely shut him down.
I mean, they've got a dual lane down bottom and Shooting Star. They're like, we'll try lane you, we'll put on all the aggression and we'll find the kills. Afterwards, we'll find that Batrider who's struggling in the forest, we'll finish him off, and then we'll just chase him down for the rest of the game. And at the moment, Nagasaran, as I say that, already starting to rotate in, might throw down another ward to start giving them some vision as the ward's just expired, as it has hit that 6-minute mark. But Nagasaran, she wants more blood.
Looking like they just want to block the camp again. Yep, they're gonna block it with a sentry.
Oh, I feel for this Batrider. Yeah, I feel so sorry for this Batrider. I mean, I can't say I've ever been in such a bad position ever in my life as a hero in a jungle, but this poor Fish. He's a fish out of water at the moment. He's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the good thing they have going for them is currently mid lane, the Luna has started to catch up a little bit to Love Hurts. Still a little bit behind, but not as bad as
Yeah,
it
they're
was
going in
before.
underneath
That's
this
how
bottom
it
tower.
works.
Elmsy throws out that axe as he gets hit by the ice path. The lift is up on Dota King. Dota King is on his run. He's taking a lot of damage. The tower is not helping him whatsoever. Rubik, he's trying to find those kills. He eats a tree. He's trying to heal up as much as possible. But there's 3 heroes here. He's not getting out of here. Ice path lands, and he will fall to that Conker. And Conker will pick up a double kill. Now he's kind of trapped.
He's in a lot of trouble though. Yeah.
Good guy, Jakiro.
Good guy, Jakiro.
Attack.
And just some torrents and the ice path keeping the troll wall of that bay. Very unfortunate there for Cabralol. I mean, these laning, they're not working out for him. You know, Weaver's so far behind as well in this top lane. Darkseer is just getting so much. Has a Midas, completely greedy, but this will just, I'm assuming he's just going to be the one to go for the mechanism or the pipe early, one or the other. Currently Weaver, he's been shut down a lot, but we have seen Weavers come back from sort of these deficits in the past, particularly when those team fights come around. If they sit back enough, they can dish out tons of damage to those supports and start racking up those kills and getting the gold for themselves. We'll see exactly how it pans out, but currently...
Yeah, looking to find a kill down on bottom. Elmsy's taking a lot of damage. He's got to get hit by that turret. Tirebringer's going to come and splash on through, and they're going to get the dual breath, and final auto attack will finish off Elmsy. He's not able to do too much damage, but Luna's here. Luna's here to fight. She pops the Eclipse. Eclipse, 1, 2, 3. Will she be able to find that final auto attack? Rubik does not find it. It does go to the Eclipse, but Shadowfin, he's here for himself. He picks off 1 kill. He's going for the 2nd kill. Final race, and that's a double kill. Going to Love Hurts.
Yeah, they're finally on the scoreboard in terms of kills, and unfortunately for them, Love Hurts just came in with that haste, and got himself a double kill. That's huge for a Shadow Fiend. He's also got himself a minus. Both teams going very greedy in terms of, well, one side going very greedy in terms of items, the other side going very greedy in terms of lineup.
Radiant's middle
But I
tower
mean,
is under
at
attack.
this stage, Shooting Star, they're free to do so. I mean, they know that currently Cabralol is so far in the back foot, they could just continue farming up until there's nothing that they can do about it.
Ping's coming up by Nagasan. They're like, our wards are about to expire. We need some more. And Nagasan, he's got 2 more wards. He's just got to start rotating into that jungle. Batra's like, hopefully I can start doing something in here. He's going to see them down and out. I mean, it's a little bit strange not to see Cabralol try and counter those wards so they can get that Batrider in and fighting. I think that's one of the problems they had, was they didn't try to get rid of that jungle and all those sentries and other possible things in there stopping it. They just decided, we don't have the gold for it, we're not going to worry about it, and they're going to go throw out that net on Elmsey. The torrent will miss, but they've got the ice path, they've got the boat, and that will be almost a kill. TP support coming on in. Luna does not have an eclipse, she does have a lucid beam. They're going to pop that smoke to try and get that movement speed. Nagasaren's the only one that's going to benefit out of there, and she's going to wrap around.
Radiant's middle tower
She's not out of this yet. Actually, she's going to go ward poor Batrider's jungle. And if Troll Ward's not careful, they even find a kill on Troll Ward.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly wasn't going to run through there, I hope. He was so low health, he should definitely be running back to the fountain.
Radiant's
This
middle tower
Naga
is
Siren.
under attack.
Oh, I feel for this Batrider.
I mean, at least he's getting something now. He's got 3 creeps stacks following him. Will he be able to do it too well? The Satire's not happy about that and throws out a little bit of a shockwave. In the meantime, though, Shooting Star, they're pushing this mid lane and nothing Cabralol can do about it. They're just walking around trying to find whatever they can. Weaver, he's picking up a magic wand. He doesn't have any big items on the way coming from him, but he's doing a lot of damage to Victory. He's got a Sakuchi after Victory. Victory's taking a lot of damage. You're going to have a TP support from the Troll Lord. Troll Lord pops that battle trance, but Weaver, he cancelled his attack and just went the wrong way that little split second. If he had got that Sakuchi off, walked through, and then got that attack with the Gemini attack, that would have been a dead Darkseer, and that would have, well, helped keep him in the game.
Yeah, he's sitting at 42 last hits, which isn't terrible compared to when you compare it to the rest of them. I mean, it's still behind that Shadow Fiend and the Darkseer, but there's very little that they can do about that. There just hasn't been any ganks, and fair enough, they don't have Cabralol don't have the opportunity to gank. They haven't picked up a lineup with 2 supports who can roam around. You know, Rubik, he's great, but he has to support that Troll, otherwise he's going to keep feeding in his bottom lane. It's Cabralol just. They went for a lineup that's just way too greedy. They didn't have any sort of early game. They were hoping to maybe take the domination to the mid and late, but Shooting Star, they're not going to allow them to get that far.
Yeah, and Shooting Star, they're just playing fantastic, and they're getting wards up everywhere. Nagasan and Jakiro, 2 heroes of this game. I mean, you can't get better than them at the moment. Warding everywhere, sentries everywhere, making sure they know where everything is, and they've just picked off another Observer Ward, so Cabralol, they're playing in the dark, they've got nowhere to go, they're hiding behind this tier 2 tower. Fury to go, he's got an Eclipse up and running, but once he pops that Eclipse, he's got 1 Lucid Beam, but that should be more than enough to take down any one of these heroes. They're going to smoke up though, they're going to rotate, and where they're going? They're going to mid.
Yep, they just want to find more ganks, find more kills. And with these tier 1 towers down, they're safe to do so.
And there's the instead, the Ice Path is going to miss, but the Eclipse is coming in. It's doing a lot of damage to Infinity. The boat lands into 2 heroes with the Dual Breath, and that's 2 heroes just going to get bursted down. Love Hurts comes in at the last moment to find himself a kill. Going to clean up this creep wave, and now they're going to start working at this tier 2 tower. If there was a creep wave, that is.
Yeah, they will have to back off, yeah. But this is... Well, for a second I thought Troll was going to keep chasing. I was like, maybe you should back off there. Yeah, Cabralol, they are... I suspect they're going to lose that top tier 1 tower soon as well. And once they do that, I mean, we've already seen the aggression from Shooting Star. They've just been rotating, roaming. And they're free to do so. You know, once those towers are down, this Batrider is going to be shut down even further into the jungle. I mean, they don't even have to block these camps anymore. They can just gank him and kill him every single time.
And now this TP spot coming in from that Batrider. I'm not sure he should be the one TPing. Conker just turns around. He's like, I don't care about you. Throws out that torrent. Weaver's here to help him out. Dota Kings might be in a little bit of trouble. We got Victory. He's trying to do whatever he can. The lasso's still not up by that Batrider. He's stacking up all those napalms. We have that Lucid Beam. Vacuum into the Ice Path. Dual Breath to come out. They're pulling out a lot of damage. Conker does fall, but at what cost? The cost is 4 heroes and a troll ward, and eventually shooting star Fatty, that hero Jakiro, will survive and get on out of there. They all survive on minimal health, they get a team wipe, and Shadow Fiend picks up an ultra kill.
Yeah, so many heroes, the Darkseer and both the Jakiro. Even the Naga Siren fell quite low, but not as much as the other two. Very, very close. I mean, that could have been much more even. It could have been a 4-4-5, which would have been good for Cabralol. I mean, they still would have lost the entire team, but it would have been the most success they've had this entire game, really. Unfortunately, they weren't able to just do that little bit of extra DPS that they needed. And the Shooting Star, their lead is insane at the moment. It's over 12k gold and over 12k experience in the 14-minute mark. It's absolutely massive.
It's beyond massive at the moment. And Kanka, he's walking in mid, he's got 2,400 gold up his sleeve. What will he be saving for? He's got that Ring of Health up and running. I'm almost expecting a Blade Fury coming outside of the Dota King. I can't really see him going for a Lincoln Sphere or the Vanguard, so I guess he could always, yeah. I'm expecting a Battle Fury coming outside the Conker. I don't really see a Lincoln Sphere being too useful. I mean, he can avoid the Lasso, he can avoid maybe a Lucent Beam, but there's too many spells that'll be able to cancel that. That's just not worth it. And at the moment, though, they're going to go for this Batrider. They know he's here, and, well, Batrider, good game, mate. You're going to get picked off, and you're going to roast yourself into that fire. Will they have enough? They got more than enough to pick him off, and the stun's all there to take him down.
Yeah, you spoke a little bit about that Kanka and what he might turn his Ring of Health into. I mean, yeah, the Battle Fury is probably the best choice, but actually no, he's going to buy a Shadow Blade outright to get that, which is actually what I was about to say. I think the Shadow Blade will just work perfectly with how they're playing at the moment. Just Genki style, and of course the attack, well, the extra damage when he pops out of the Shadow Blade will just melt any of the heroes on the side of Cabralol.
And we have Elmsy, he's doing a little bit of aggression against Infinity. He's got to be careful though, because at a moment's notice, there's Darkseer here. He's in the background, Song of the Siren is being popped. They're getting set up, they've got the Ice Puff, they've got the Macro Pipe, they have a wall, they're going to be pulled in. Boot lands, that's a double kill. They're turning to Desiree. Desiree has to time lapse on out of here. The Lasso is being used, but it's doing 0 damage to this Conker. Conker doesn't care, Elmsy will die. That's 3 heroes dead. Desiree, you got to secure you on out of here or you will die. The Ice Puff lands, we got Conker, he's trying to walk on here. He gets a nice turret on top of Fish, and there's the GG's code. That's a 16-minute GG coming out by Cabralol and Shooting Stars. They will take this series 2-0 and will be moving on in defense of the H's. Defense of the Australians.
Almost got it. Congratulations to Shooting Star there. Great aggression there. I mean, just took control of the early game, saw the greedy lineup here from Cabralol, and they just capitalized on it. They read it like a book. They stopped that the Batrider from getting anything, and just continued to snowball out of there. Their tri lane was much better than the dual lane from Cabralol. They got some kills, and yeah, just completely snowballed out into victory. Just like to say thank you once again for everyone for watching, and of course thank you to our sponsors QBoss for sponsoring this tournament. Thanks once again to Defense of the Australians for hosting this event. We do have plenty more games to come up in the coming weeks. We've got more games tomorrow night. Well, actually we've got one match up tomorrow night, another one on Tuesday, another one on Wednesday, before once again we have 2 full days next weekend for round 2 and then round 3. Weekend after that is of course the semi and grand finals. I've been Zellerf and I've been joined by D2T. You can follow me at twitch.tv/Zellerf, and you can follow D2T at youtube.com/D2T. That's it for us for tonight. There will be some more stuff on the stream coming up, just some highlights over the day, some big plays, and some of the just a quick preview of some of the action we saw over this weekend. Once again, thank you guys very much for watching, and until next time.